Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. Hello, hello, and hello. What is going on, family? What is going on, family? How was all my cousins and relatives doing on this good old Saturday evening? Y'all let me know who's tapping in with me first and foremost. We're going to greet one another, okay? Hello, hello, and hello. Hope all is well with my fellow brethren, my fellow citizens, my fellow Americans, okay? If this is your first time coming by, I kindly ask that you come back again, okay? I am a truth speaker. My name is Dr. Tawana Worlds, also known as the Disruptor. I promise to tell you the truth, the whole truth, so help me God, okay? And the truth only offends those that are stumbling. Now, I came by here to lay a foundation so that all of our eyes are open to what's going on, okay? I have a very big issue that a lot of things that happen in our society, in our country, in our nation, around the world, only seemingly affects the regular citizens, the people that are just trying to live, trying to raise their families, have a nice family, whether you in Africa, whether you in America, okay? We all have one goal here on this earth. And straight up, we are being set up. That is the title. You see it. I can go back. So far back, but I can go recent back. Those American taxpayers that had all of their stuff devastated in this last hurricane, that's still sleeping in tents. I don't care if you feel like that's good for them. It could be you. And one day it will. Because at the end of the day, this government, and I will keep on shouting from the mountaintops every time I say that, okay? Understand clearly that when somebody comes out and make a bold claim like that, they become a target. That's why many people won't say it. They know it, they see it, but they will not say it. I just happen to be different. I don't care. I'm gonna enlighten a whole bunch of people. That's one thing for sure. And we don't have to be Stevie Wonder blind to see what in the world is happening around us and then who it's happening to. So I'll first start off by asking you, now that we have greeted each other and I kind of gave you an introduction of where we're going, I kindly ask that you would share this with every person that you possibly could on your social media platform. That's all I'm asking. And then I'm going to be doing the same thing, okay? That's what I'm doing right now. All right. Give me 15 seconds and we'll be ready to go. Why I'm not getting it. All right, 5 seconds. There we go. I'm ready to roll. Hopefully you guys have shared as well. Hello, sister Sharice. Hopefully I didn't butcher your name, but hello, beloved. Greetings to you all on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Greetings to you all everywhere, wherever you are, okay? I want to first start here and lay the foundation. This is very important. Whether you believe in God or not, I just want to walk us back to some things that just happened. We are 11 days into the new year. Some things that just happened 12 days ago on New Year's Eve. I need us all to be paying attention to this right here. And please, I'm going to continue to say that. Share this everywhere. People cannot say, I did not know what was going on or what's happening. On New Year's Eve, think it not strange or just some random act of, luck. There's no such thing as that. That all 4 of our monuments in America was struck by lightning. That's number 1. In God's word, he says, I visit the earth in strong storms, in tempests, in hail, in thunder, in lightning. Those in the scripture who heard his voice said it sounded like thunder. Okay? Lightning is written in the scripture, how God uses it as an arrow. I have to tell you this so you understand what really went down. There were 4 monumental buildings in America on New Year's Eve that happened before we crossed into 2025. 4, which is the number of the earth. 4 lightning strikes happened on 4 monuments in America. And not just any monuments, okay? The ones that deal with our trading, the ones that deal with our decisions being made, the ones that deal with our, it has 2 sides to it, so I'm going to give you both of it. One that says, hey, look at my creation. And look at the stature of my country. But on the same token, it also says, look at my pride and look at my arrogance. Look what I have built. Okay? Lightning struck on the Capitol. That's number 1. Lightning struck on Washington, the Washington Monument. It struck at the World Trade Center. And it struck at the Twin Towers. All on the same night, if it wasn't hours to like a short time before you went into 2025. Why is that really important? The trade center is where we do trades. The trade center is where money is exchanged, economics. The Capitol is where decisions and democracy, that's where that is settled at. The New York Empire State Building is the highest, was the highest building in America. It was something that people can look on and say, wow, what a great nation. Okay? And then you had the George Washington Monument that was hit as well, which spiritually is a sign clearly of what's to come on the government, economically as well. there's so much significance to what I'm saying. When the World Trade Center was built, and matter of fact, let's just go back to this country. When the first president, which was George Washington, was sworn in and took the oath to protect and serve this country, right? To be a country, one nation under God. He marched all of his cabinet men. He was sworn in New York, the same New York, the same steps of the Trade Center is where he was sworn in. And he made a statement when he called all the men to come and pray to dedicate this country to God. And he said, woe unto the people who turn their back on the God who blessed this country. When the World Trade Center went down, there was one page out of the Bible. One. The whole Bible was gone, but there was one page, Genesis 11, and it talks about the Tower of Babel. That was the only page from the Bible that was found. And September 11th was a wake-up call for America because there were two things that was attacked. The Trade Center, economic, and the Pentagon. Another location where decisions are made. And at that time, everybody around the world wanted to pray and come back to God for a short time. But George Bush, in his arrogance, okay, said we will rebuild back better. We will rebuild back better. Instead of humbling themselves and saying, okay, how is this even allowed to happen? Where did we go wrong as a nation? Where did we go wrong as a country? What are you trying to say to us as a country? And when Obama came into office, he put the last brick, because they built it back. In pride and in arrogance, America built back that tower 2. And at the top of the brick that Barack Obama laid, the very tallest brick, the last brick to finish the tower, he wrote, and I dare you guys to go fact check anything that I'm saying. I'm telling you what I'm saying so you can go do your own research. His exact words was, we will build back stronger and better. You know, the page that was found in the World Trade Center, Genesis 11, speaks about the Tower of Babel, and that's what they said. Come, let us build a monument all the way into the heavens, lest there be some disaster that come up on the land and will never be remembered. This country still won't repent. New York is where abortion was implemented. That's where it was created. And Washington is where it was legislated. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? I'm just laying a foundation here. I'm just laying a foundation here. And I'm laying a foundation because this is where we're going economically. God was clearly speaking when all 4 of those monuments in the United States of America were struck by lightning. Shortly thereafter, it wasn't even hours after that, that man took his vehicle, okay? Somebody who'd been making videos online, social media, they will harass anybody else for any dumb thing, but they could not identify that he was talking reckless and about harming other people. He goes and runs his vehicle into a crowd of people, injuring, massive people, massive amount of people, 30 plus people. And then the next day, you got the explosion in Vegas. Now all of a sudden we got fires in California. But the crazy part about it is 3 months before these fires broke out, they canceled these people insurance. You don't get insurance, you can't rebuild. You can't sell nothing. What is lost is lost. Period. Not only did you cancel their insurance policies, you rerouted the water and emptied the tanks hours before the fire started. Same thing what happened in Tennessee. They wasn't even supposed to get no hurricane. They were supposed to get some rain. They were notified of rain. Then all of a sudden, the pits of dam opened up and flooded these people out. And then the military come in and govern the place. Nobody can get in or out. We deem this inhabitable, unlivable. Can't come back here and get nothing. There's nothing to salvage. Go on about your business. See if FEMA approve you, if your credit is okay, and shut the hell up. The National Guard is now guarding these people's homes. All in the name of, we want to prevent looting from happening. There was millions of dollars that was rerouted to migrants, taken away from the fire people, rerouted to migrants. There's no water, and it was not only, and is not only, celebrities that lost their spots. It's regular people, all in Altadena, Pasadena, that cannot get a house rebuilt. Do you know what the rates of houses in California is? You can get a 1 or 2 bedroom for $600,000, $700,000. No backyard at all. You can literally look over the gate and look into your neighbor's house. Those houses were old. Those houses were structured the right way. But here's the kicker, because you always got to look deeper. California has a plan to become a smart city called Smart LA 2028. The future of technology. We feel like we can help society live better by monitoring, keep them safer. This is what happened in Hawaii. The government comes in and I want to say this before I go into this. What I think is really scandalous is that you have these people up here using the fire for profit. They'll tell you, hey, be aware of the scams. and the organizations coming out asking for help for fire relief. Beware of them. Donate to us. We're trusted. We have a safe platform. Really? Well, I think her name is Senator Diane. Y'all can go look it up. Congresswoman something. She just got busted telling the people to donate for the victims of the fire through their website, and the United Way of Los Angeles and the fire victims, the fire department, donate twice, but use our platform called Act Blue or Think Blue, whatever their platform is, which charges you to make a donation. So they receive the monies, charge their fee, and hopefully disperse it out to whoever it's supposed to be going to. I'm talking about corruption on another level. I'm talking about where now you are blatantly playing in our faces. You have used our tax dollars to enlarge your demonic agenda. You have used our tax dollars to put this country in debt up the yin yang that you have no other thing but to crash the economy so you can create a new start, so you can create a new currency. Okay? On top of that, you just out here deboing people's property and land. Burn the real estate to the ground. The land's still going to be there. These people have no insurance to rebuild anything back there. What happens to the land? What happens to the land? They own the houses that they were still paying on, not the land. The government can offer them, hey, we'll give you this as restart fee, restart over for the land there. You cannot build there. And that's California's own fault. They won't disc the land. It's a desert. They won't disc it, meaning they won't burn it off, clean it up to prevent fires from happening. And then have the audacity to blame regular civilians for starting the fire. I'm a native of California, so I know what I'm talking about. They start the fires. It has been proven. Go look it up. It has been proven firefighters have started fires. Every year, it's a money grab. Big government, we need more money over here. We need more money over here. Not to mention that Governor Newsom is already in trouble because he cannot account for $20 million that just all of a sudden is lost. So he tried first with the H5N1. Hey, we're going to declare a state of emergency. Not one human being tested positive or anything for anything. But we're declaring a state of emergency because somebody in Louisiana got it. When there is an emergency, that goes up. It increases. Trust me. I'm a government contracting specialist. We love emergencies. You can make $1 million in 1 month on an emergency alone, period. This money that's going to Ukraine is going to contractors. It's a lot of money in contracting. They just gave $6 billion to Ukraine. That's going to contractors. It's all a money game that these big heads play. And we, the people, y'all better pay attention to one movie, Civil War. Pay attention to that movie. It was not the citizens against the citizens in that movie. If you watch the movie and watched it to the end, you know who was against who in that movie. It's a real life simulation. You are funneling money from American tax people who cannot pay their bills. They're struggling to keep food on the table. And you're funneling money from us to practically get rid of and destroy. Okay? So I wanted to start with that first. Let's lay a spiritual foundation. Because I've been telling people for the longest, especially those that was hyped up about Trump winning. Trump winning means God graced us with a little bit more time to prepare ourselves. Do you know how many people was crying out to God, asking for mercy and a little bit more time? People could barely make it. God, we need help. God, we live in the richest country in the world and we can't pay our rent. We can't pay our bills. But I'm finna walk this thing like a pit bull so y'all can see. And I'm going to ask y'all again, if you're just coming in, please share this with somebody. I think we all need to be aware of what has been happening. It's not new. There's nothing new under the sun. It's just new to us. Because one thing that God did say, in the last days, knowledge and wisdom will increase. He's opening up our eyes right before us so you can see clearly and make a sound decision. What do I need to do for my family? Because that's all we need to be thinking about. Not how we gonna make America great again. To be honest with you, America is in judgment. Period. And if you think your hands is long enough to fight with God, listen, going right on out there. I'll watch you from over here. This nation is wicked, and it made a decision to be wicked. All the people that was in favor of more unaliving of unborns, all people that was in favor of having young people, what's the word I'm looking for? Because I'm watching it carefully on here. What's the word? Transformed, okay? Thought that was okay to transform these young people? Blatantly telling God how you created humanity is not cool. You made a mistake. You was wrong in your decision. We were in favor. Look how dark and evil the world around us has gotten. You got people out here clapping for a man who popped a man in the back. Live, open, no shame, no remorse, no heart. And you got people celebrating that. Well, that's good. Our healthcare system is a mess. How did that fix anything? Healthcare system is still a healthcare system. I don't care if you eliminate all CEOs. It's a system. It's a system set up for you to lose and they to win. Period, point blank. Okay? Now that we done talked about the lightning strikes and we done talked about the insurance, the fire, and the smart city. Next thing we're going to talk about, because I told you the foundation was the lightning strikes. Trump campaigned on the promise that I will bring inflation down and I will lower prices. Okay? Which is all great and dandy. But do you know the last time that happened, the stock market crashed? They had interest rates up to 13%. Now they just, with a click of a button, just brings it down. And that puts the stock market, the housing market, the financial market, all these markets in a bubble, ready to bust. Because you done took stuff from way up here and dropped it rapidly. 13% to 7% is a lot in the last 6 months. Y'all had years to drive up inflation, but you want to bring it down like that in a matter of months, and don't think that we ain't going to have no crash. So now Donald Trump is saying, I'm going to have to declare an economic emergency in order to enforce the tariffs that I need to enforce to bring down the cost of living, to bring jobs back to America, to start drilling again over here, to open up the pipelines, because we are behind. We cannot keep up with other countries dominating in spaces where we lack. We the richest nation, but the dumbest in like technology and school and math. Our kids is falling way behind of other countries in education. I'm sure you all have heard that we have a different experience on TikTok than people and children in China and children over in the UK. We all have a different experience. Our algorithm over here shows us a bunch of junk, dancing, entertainment. Their algorithm over there shows them a bunch of innovation, technology, discipline, and wonder why they're smarter than our children. We try to get people to get in on AI, and it's like pulling teeth. They're already dominating in AI. They have a whole system called the social crediting system. Tracks everything about them. What their carbon footprint is, how they live in their life. Are they snitching on their neighbors? Matter of fact, let me pull it up so y'all can see it real quickly. They're dominating in the AI space. Oops. This thing shouldn't be. Okay, we'll go to this one. I'm going to turn it around and share it over here as well. And let's look at when this was created. 5 years ago. Let me flip this around so y'all can see with us. Okay? 5 years ago. They got a good head start. Okay? 5 years ago on just this. Now let us watch.
They're constantly monitored by facial recognition cameras that are able to instantly put a face to a name. Now the Chinese are also ranked, given a mark out of a possible 950 points. A score in the 700s is considered good. Around the 500 mark is not. For now, the number is a sort of bank credit rating. keeping track of everyone's spending habits.
I think being ranked is a good thing. A society has to have rules.
It forces us to be well behaved.
It may seem scary, but it's just like that here. We're used to it. And anyway, we don't have a choice.
But in an effort to keep all of its subjects in line, Beijing is taking the system a step further in 2020. It's aggregating data gathered by banks, private companies, and the state to rate if someone's a good or bad citizen.
By using the most data possible, the so-called big data, the system will play an important role in rebuilding a moral society.
The state will go over every detail of a person's life with a fine-tooth comb: their financial situation, spending habits, career, even behavior on social media. Criticizing the government online or displaying outward signs of wealth is a no-no. On the other hand, praising the party or giving blood increases your social credit. Xiaowen Wang is a model citizen. She lives in Nanjing, a testing ground for social ranking. Married with a child, she has a job in a retirement home, no debts, and she wouldn't dream of jaywalking.
As a good citizen, I respect the rules of the road. If I didn't, I'd lose points on my social credit.
In theory, everything can be taken into account in the social score, even the most innocuous errands like supermarket shopping. When Xiaowen Wang makes an electronic payment, her purchases tell the state a lot about her. Buying cigarettes would count against her. On the other hand, nappies show she's an attentive mother. Beer could indicate alcoholism. She'd be better off buying water. In this pilot city of 8 million people, there are only 18,000 model citizens. For Xiaowen Wang, there are perks to be had, such as paying half price for the bus.
I get discounts for all public services, even at museums. And the library is free for me, thanks to my score.
A good score brings benefits, but people with low scores lose rights. The cinema names and shames people considered untrustworthy, plastering their details, even their addresses, across big screens.
It's a matter of principle. Those people have to be condemned.
Those people aren't honest, so they have to pay the price.
It's only right to pay your debts. You have to blacklist those that don't.
The Supreme Court has created a blacklist for so-called bad citizens, those whose ratings have dropped to zero. On it are companies, but also 23 million people to date. Among them is this journalist Liu Hu. He got a little too close to uncovering corruption among high-profile party members. After being sued for defamation by the subject of a story he'd written, he was blacklisted. He only realized when he tried to buy a train ticket and was told he was banned from traveling.
That tells me I'm still on the blacklist.
Punished because he's been branded untrustworthy by the state.
Once you're blacklisted, you can no longer get a bank loan, start a business, buy an apartment, or even send your children to a private school.
Yu Hu is among a tiny minority of people who have dared to criticize the system, which some are calling a digital dictatorship.
I worry because I think many people like me will be deprived of individual freedoms, and all of us will live with restrictions of one kind or another.
After our meeting, Yu Hu learned that his name had been removed from the blacklist, but he still has a long way to go if he doesn't want to languish at the bottom of the social credit hierarchy.
So we Buzz Lightyear miles behind. Way behind. And this is, if you guys go and look up the 2030 agenda, this is exactly what their model and blueprint is for 2030. The Palm Springs, California City Council just awarded a $5.9 million settlement to a Black Latino Section 14 neighborhood community that was burned by the city in the 60s. Crazy. So does the hitman get the same score as his employer? I don't want to give blood. I don't want to be a score queen. I don't want half price bus. Digital dictatorship, indeed. That's exactly what it is. I don't know. I know it, like they said, if you buy beer, points go down. You buy cigarettes, points go down. You buy pork, the wrong kind of meat, points go down. And you don't even got to go to the 2030 plan. You can go to Chicago. They have a smart city that they start building in 2022. I blew the whistle on that. 2028, Los Angeles is supposed to be a smart city. They've been giving countless of people universal income. Go do your due diligence and look this up. Look how many states are participating in universal income where they give you money to do nothing. Don't start no businesses, don't do nothing. We just want you to obey us, and that's it. And we will pay all your bills. We will pay whatever it is that you need. Okay? But now I'm going to bring us up to speed real quick. Now we have Donald Trump declaring an economic emergency when they said they were in discussions to file bankruptcy for the United States of America. People thought that was a lie. It was not. It was not. And an economic emergency means that something has to be forced to be done. Whether it benefits us or harms us. It's something that must be done, and you must just settle. Okay? You must just figure a way out. Everybody has an opportunity. So, if I told y'all that all of these hundreds of stores that are closing, Macy's, let me see if I got time to pull it up and just go back over it, because I'm finna tell y'all what they finna be used for. But before I go there, I want y'all to see this, because they had the whole world against each other. The whole world. This is why I don't do politics. If you fell out with your family members and friends, go back and make it right. We shouldn't have been falling out with no loved ones and family and friends, people that's been there in our lives for years, people that know us, over no politics. Because at the end of the day, I've been saying it, gonna keep saying it. Y'all see that? They all sit at the same table. They just wear different colors and sit on opposite sides of the table. This man was supposed to be a threat to democracy. He was supposed to be another Schmittler. This guy was supposed to be running 3 terms secretly with evil agendas, but they buddies right here. The devil is a liar. Period. I don't care who don't like that. It is what it is, because that's what God said. They cut from the same cloth. They just have opposing views. That's it. Let me open this up real quick. Hold on. Let me see if I can get to the media real quick. Here we go. Let me see if I can get to it real quick. Oh, here we go. Where are we gonna start at? Okay, I think we need to start right here. I'll just show you guys these ones, okay? So let me turn this around too, so we can walk through this real quick. I've already covered this, but I just want to bring us back so we understand what these buildings are getting ready to be used for. Crazy. I'm like, my. You can't make this stuff up. Okay? All of these stores closed at the end of 2024, are they going to close in the first quarter of 2025? And I'm not talking about no 1 or 2, no 5 or 10. I'm talking about hundreds. Okay? Hundreds of stores. Foot Locker likely closing hundreds of stores in 2025. Let me go back over here this way. Walgreens, hundreds of closings likely in the next few months. Family Dollar, 350 more locations in 2025. They already got rid of Dollar Tree and 99 cents though. These are all the major stores that closed in 2024, early 2025. This is the one I was supposed to start with. Sears. These are all stores, if you 30 up, that we shopped at. They closed the final stores before the New Year's took place. Advanced Auto, 700 locations. Party City, 850 locations by February. Boy. JCPenney's may also close additional locations 2025. Now I'm showing y'all this. Big Lots closing all 900 locations. They were able to save 400 locations. Right at the last minute, somebody stepped in and said, look, we will buy these 400, but the rest of them, gone. Rite Aid likely will close more stores in 2025 after closing 800 in 2024. Man, look at here. Denny's closing 50 locations by the end of the year. This was in 2024. GameStop announcing mass closures next year, which is 2025. CVS closing more stores in 2025. Macy's, 65 locations right after Christmas. I mean, we can just go on and on and on. Sam Goody closing final 2 locations forever. Okay? Now, I want to tell y'all what they're getting ready to do with these buildings. Y'all ready? Put some fire in the chat if you ready to, or take a guess. Take a guess. Let's see. What y'all think they finna do with these buildings? Take a guess. Take a guess. I'll tell you if your guess is right or wrong. Call centers. Nope. Good guess though, but no, not call center. Shelters. You hot, Denise. You hot. Anybody else want to guess? Couple more of y'all. Used for 15-minute cities. Could be used for 15-minute cities, but you need the whole city to do that. These buildings are there for homeless encampment centers. They will use these buildings to put homeless people in, because people will not be able to afford their rent. Don't take my word, take theirs, because I got it for you. Let me let you see with your own eyes. Not only are they using them for homeless encampments, they are using them to turn them into residential rental units. Ain't no more buying houses because you won't be able to afford any. So now they're taking offices and converting them over. They're using investors and corporate America to come in and buy up those office buildings so that they can turn them into residential units. You have them all downtown in your area where you can work and live. And guess what? Here in Texas, $3,500 per month to rent out something like that. That's why they need all of them buildings. Who finna be able to afford that? They said steak will go up to $25 for steak. They're not selling no white eggs. They're encouraging you to buy brown eggs. Water is on the stock market. Can we turn all those empty office buildings into housing? These office buildings. Okay? It's in Boston. A Boston office building. The city has been aggressive in plans to turn vacant ones into residential units. There's a dream solution to America's housing crisis and to its increasingly deserted downtowns. Convert the empty offices into homes. Across the country, cities like New York, Boston, and Cleveland are embracing the idea of residential retrofitting and providing incentives to do so. The Biden administration is easing the way with federal tax programs and breaks. This comes from CNN, okay? Let's go to the next one. Transforming empty offices into housing for the homeless. Ooh, yes, indeed. We being set up, y'all. We are being set up like never before. Okay? It's right there at your fingertips. Will office buildings be used or converted into homeless shelters or residential? In a September 2023 report, the Commercial Real Estate Services and Investors found that since 2016, nearly 20,000 housing units have been created through office to residential conversions nationwide. Only about 1% of new multifamily projects were converted from office space to homes. Terrible. And then charging $3,500. Told y'all I'm in Dallas. Downtown Dallas is a hotbed of office to residential conversions, where projects in the works are underway are expected to produce nearly 2,000 apartments, according to Downtown Dallas Inc. Among those in the 50-story Santander Tower, built in 1982 and one of the tallest buildings in the city, was an office space. I wonder why they're getting rid of office spaces. Oops, I didn't turn the camera off. Hold on. Wrong button. Wonder why they're getting rid of office spaces. One second, y'all. I think it was this one right here. Okay? It's a mess. Let me just keep on moving through this real quick, okay? I told y'all that the investors, the big dogs, are finding properties discounted 50 to 75% from their previous transactions. These properties have a high vacancy rate and much different fundamentals than pre-pandemic. Attractive pricing is driving private capital to the office sectors. They setting folks up. I'm telling you right now, they setting folks up. They already started doing it. I'm into land banking and real estate. Went down to Georgia. Saw them take a little bit of land. I said, wow, this is unbelievable. A quarter acre to an acre of land and build about, I think it was 40 or 50 units on them. Houses. Okay? Because on a half acre, you can build. So they might got about 2 acres. This is about 40 to 50 properties. On 1 acre, you can build 18. 2 acres, you can build 36. They got about like 30 something, 40, right? So I'll say 2 acres. In the middle of nowhere, just went and cut down the trees. Average price to rent, $2,800 to $3,500. Brand new. But they will never sell them, so they will forever make lots of passive income. You think about it. You pay a deposit, and you pay your first month's rent. And then they tell you, hey, you need a smart lock for your door. And hey, we take care of the lawn for you. We take care of the pest control. You're like, okay, cool. Got a community center. It's gated, quiet, pool. Okay, cool, nice. Not knowing that you're being charged for the smart door lock, they don't even give you the option to get keys anymore. You got to pay a fee for the smart lock, which I don't think anybody should agree to having anything smart in your home outside of your laptop or your phone, and that is already a lot. Smart heaters. Look at what happened in Arizona. They locked them people in them houses with them smart systems, locked the door on them, turned the heater on them. In the middle of summer. But now they charge you for this. They charging for the lawn care, $75 times 36 to 40 units. $10 on the smart lock times 36 to 40 units. $19 on the pest control times 36 to 40 units. So you may start with a base rent of $2,800, but by the time you calculate this fee for that, homeowner's insurance, gotta have that. Can't rent without it. The pest control, the lawn, they charge you to have a gate. If you didn't want a gate, it was cheaper. $75 a month for a gate. It was unbelievable. after it's all said and done, you about at $3,400-$3,500 every single month. And then when you go to make your payment on the app, that's $100 to use a debit card. It's free to use a banking account. Connect your bank to their, I don't know who you is. All these data breaches. No. Okay, pay the $100 to use the debit card. When I tell you, I was like, wow. How is people going to be able to live? How is people going to be able to afford this? Okay? So let me get back to the script. I need y'all to understand that inflation makes the rich people extremely rich. And it makes the poor people poorer. They can't afford it. But it makes the rich and wealthy people extremely rich. Okay? They have money invested into stocks that are, doing really, really good, especially during inflation. Stocks into like Tyson Chicken. Stocks into like one of the biggest ground beef suppliers. The stuff that is surging in prices, lumber. They get wealthy. Prices up, stocks is up. So for the last 4 years, people have been making bankroll on other people's demises. What happens to the middle class? The rich people get extremely rich, especially during inflation. The middle class starts paying higher taxes. And eventually they become drowned out. They're either going to fit in the category of one or the other, wealthy, rich, or poor. Because they can't keep up with taxes. That's what the people in LA say, look. And a lot of them ain't wealthy. Some of them are just middle class. They said the high interest rates and taxes, property taxes, right? We can't build just on that note alone. The property taxes by itself is a whole house mortgage payment in California. Okay? So they being totally wiped out. They have been devalued from one class to another class in a matter of minutes. Can't say you're rich now. Where's your assets? Burned to the ground. Don't have no gold and no precious metals and paintings. Gone. And then the poor will get poorer because they can't afford inflated prices. The US dollar is the biggest problem in America. In 1944, it stopped being money. It just became the reserve currency of the world. It stopped being money and became the world's currency, the reserve currency of the world. Banknotes, a promissory to pay. That's it. And in 1971, Nixon took that dollar off the gold standard. And when he did that and they started lowering inflation, and lowering this and lowering that, in 2007, the repo market collapsed. If you go look up, and let me go pull that up real quick while I'm telling you about it. I got to try to hurry up now. And you guys can go research this yourself. But anyone can buy stocks now. Yeah, they can. The problem is people don't. That's why they poor, because they don't. Everybody has access to the stock market. And you can even put a little bit of nothing in there. But everybody don't. They rather work and wait on government. And we're going to get to that in just a moment. Y'all can take y'all beautiful selves right over here to Google. It could be your best friend if you're researching for information. But it could be a worse enemy if you're researching for health and anything, related to symptoms. Everything could be cancer on Google. Okay? We go down here too. Let's type this in. Car market can't sell vehicles. Because they can't. They got all these YouTube videos up here looking for the article. You take these keywords at dealerships. I'm not trying to take us to a YouTube video. Trying to find the articles that just came up here the other day. And I hate when the internet does that. Okay. I don't know who JD Power is, but it says 3 days ago, what happens to cars that don't sell? Okay. But there was a whole entire article, lots of YouTube videos being done about how these dealers can't sell their vehicles. It's taking them 260 something days to sell one vehicle. And then when they sell it, they got to up the price because it's been sitting there for so long. And now they're upside down. I'll find the article because I have a screenshot in my messenger. In 2008, right after the car market failed, there go the stock market. And the stock market collapsed because they were doing the same things they're doing now, lowering interest rate rapidly. Okay? When they print money, it drives assets up. But when they destroy money, it drives those assets down. And that's literally what they're doing. The Federal Reserve don't need to save money. They print it so they don't have to collect it and save it. And how they're destroying money this time around, they sending it all out. Joe Biden just said last week, we still got a lot of money left over. And before I leave office, I'm going to make sure that I spend every dollar. But it won't be on the American people. And when they begin to print money the way that they've been printing money and sending 1 this trillion, 1.2 trillion, 5 point some billion, 6 billion here, there, everywhere, it causes inflation. And that's why we suffer. And when you cause inflation, the prices go up, skyrocket. But when you print that much money and then people is pumping it back into the economy, trying to spend it, pay their bills, different things of that sort. And they have to start destroying the money. Prices fall. And the prices that fall is the stock market, the people that made a lot of money off of the inflation. Name a couple of people y'all think is profiting right now during this inflation. Okay. Name a couple people that y'all think. One or two. By the information you were just given, who do you think is profiting the most off of inflation? I can definitely say Verizon, T-Mobile. Okay? People still buy them cell phones. They can get to $2,000. People still gonna buy them and have been buying them. Even in the economic disaster that we've been in. Elon Musk, Tesla, for sure. For sure. Who else? Who else y'all think? So when they get that money and they get it back, and I'm going to give y'all another example of what I did last weekend. America, think of America like this to give you a visualization in your head, okay? They said, hey, look, we discovered land. We want to build on this land and make this land great. But we're going to need people to build the things that we want to build to make us great. And they didn't have to work. They're here. They're enjoying their new land. They're enjoying their families. And, they didn't have bills and all of this other stuff. So they're discovering their new land and getting to know it. And then here come the government and say, hey, you guys can live and be a part of this country, but you're going to have to pay taxes to be a part of this country. That is what we're going to use to build all of these things that protect you, all of these things that give you prosperity. All of these things is going to make our country great. And the people is like, why would I have to build it? And they say, well, we'll pay you to build it. You'll pay us taxes, but we'll give you the money to pay us taxes to build it. And the people are like, no, that's not a good enough deal. You're going to give us money just to pay y'all back. And so when they said, no, this is not a good enough deal. This is real story what happened with America and how they created this money system. They said, okay, well, y'all don't want it? Well, now you have to pay taxes. They're mandatory that you pay taxes, and we will only accept it in this currency. You can't pay taxes any other way. You have to pay taxes with our United States dollar bill. And that is what we will pay you in exchange for your labor. But really, it should be worded, we'll give you debt to pay back taxes to live in our country. Because a dollar bill, $100 bill, a $5 bill is nothing more than a note, debt. We'll give you debt in exchange for our time, your time. And then we'll enforce this tax law that you can't pay your taxes by doing work in the garden or by building a brick over here. You have to pay your taxes in our currency. Now you can go build that garden or you can build that brick over here and we will pay you, but you have to pay us back taxes. Literally. So it's like slavery, okay? And then people say, well, we're only getting $10 a week and taxes are $10. Let us work double the amount of hours. You're paying us $10 a week, $1 for an hour, right? We're working 2 hours a day. So at the end of the week, we get $10. Let me double that and work 4 hours. Let me do more work so that I can have $20 now. Pay them they 10 and I have 10 to buy food or to make exchanges with my other cousins in the community. Right? So when they print money, they drive up inflation. And then when the money comes back to them, they destroy it. That's the name of the money game. And this is what happened. Usually, when you destroy the money that makes the assets, prices fall, and the first prices to fall are stocks and property, aka market crash, housing crash. That's where we're headed. Okay? So people are less rich, they're spending less money, then prices tend to fall, and this is why they're doing this. I never forget Chairman Powell said, we have to cool inflation. And if we have to cause an economic depression, by all means necessary, we will do that because we have to cool the spending. We gave lots and lots and lots of money out during the pandemic. Nobody is going to work. So the work ethics is not matching the money that's being printed. We have to raise the prices up to cool the spending because they're spending too much, but they're not going to work to replace what we gave them and that they're spending. If y'all track and let me know in the comments. People thought the PPP and all that stuff was free money. No, you're paying it back now more than what they gave you. Okay? Because people rather stay at home with $40,000. People say, no, I'm calling off today. People say, no, why should I go back to work? Tracking, cool. As long as two or three of us is in agreement over here. So people are less rich because they're spending less money when the prices tend to go up. They're worried now that inflation rates have moved to 7%, and they're trying to take steps to bring it down lower than that, which will definitely cause another stock market crash. And that is why Donald Trump is wanting to declare economic disaster emergency. That wipes out 401ks when the stock market crash. They become 101ks. Okay? And also what happens during a crash, you can't afford to pay your rent. You just can't. Okay? We have literally moved from a capitalistic society to a creditism society. And most of our people don't know this. The total amount of credit equals the total amount of debt, right? One person loans because another person comes in debt. If I go into the bank and I ask to borrow $10,000, I'm up in a positive $10,000, but the bank is in the negative $10,000. Okay? Y'all pick up what I'm putting down? One person's loan becomes another person's debt. And that's how we in so much debt. That's why we in a deficit. I'm about to tell you why we in a deficit. The two have to equal each other. If I give you $10 for your work, I'm negative 10, you plus 10. Right? When you pay me back for the taxes, I'm plus 10, you negative 10. That's the way the system works. That's how debt is created. Off of buying, selling, and trading, borrowing. Okay? Think about all the debt in the United States. You got the government debt. You got the household sector debt. You got the corporate debt. You got the financial sector debt. You got all of the debt, right, of the country. In 1964, this country was only in debt. I say only because this is a lot. $1 trillion. In 1964. Now in 2025. 16 years. The debt is up to 90 trillion. 61 years from 1 trillion to 90 trillion. You can't pay that back. That would be putting our children's children in poverty, trying to pay that off. Period, point blank. So what has happened is the credit industry, the whole credit explosion has transformed the world, not just the United States. When they got tired of the dollar bill, they said, look, we need some more labor done. And you're going to be able to get access to credit, which you won't have to trade your time for money anymore. We'll give you access to credit because that creates debt for us. And we know when we give you the money to go start the business or whatever you're going to do, it creates a debt for us now, but it's going to create a debt for you later on. Because you got to pay us back. Y'all tracking? Okay? So the credit explosion, when we went from capitalism to creditism, has just transformed the way that the world functions. Credit is what the feds and Treasury allows people to get through big banks. Then that credit then allows the banks to send out debt so that corporations and people come in and take credit and they turn it into debt. By creating credit, debt could explode. So they want you, they encourage you. Come on in here and get this $100,000. Because we're going to turn around and tell the government we got $100,000 in debt. Right? The system that we now have in place is not capitalism, it is creditism. Y'all type that in the chat. Because credit drives economic growth. When the Americans is trading with China, they're doing it on credit. Send me the merchandise. I owe you. I'll send you back this amount in such and such amount of time. Okay? America grew because we produced our own products. And now we don't produce our products. We create credit, also known as debt. Let me get that on credit. We don't produce products. They made in China, made in Hong Kong, made everywhere else, except in the United States of America. Okay? So now we have created debt. Our country and our economy no longer is driven by investments and savings. How many times do they get on TV and tell us, invest now, save now? None. None. But what is being driven in our economy and our country is credit, creation, okay, and consumption. That's the new capitalism. It requires credit growth to thrive. And if credit contracts, and if it doesn't have enough credit in the economy to thrive, enough creation to thrive, enough consumerism to thrive, it dies out. It dies. And this is where you get the debt deficit. Okay? This is what causes a depression. We're no longer a nation of capitalism. We are driven by credit, creation, and consumption. So if people ain't going out utilizing their credit and getting these bank loans to create the debt for the government, it dies. And that's what's going on right now. Because they know people are not utilizing their credit and they're not utilizing their creativity and they do more consumption. This creates a dependency upon them. Oh, they're not going to go out and they're not going to, invest in themselves, and they're not going to invest in their credit, take advantage of our system. So we'll create a system for them. It's called welfare. It's called Social Security. It's called unemployment, or whatever you want to call it. We keep you indebted to us while we keep borrowing and spending with the debt that you're indebted to us. The reason why they have to go and borrow and spend is to keep us out of a depression. There's not enough people leveraging the credit game. So now they've created a way for us to stay dependent upon them. And they have to go out and borrow and spend to keep this country from going into a depression, because many people are not utilizing their credit to get loans, to drive up the cost of assets. It requires credit growth or it dies. If your credit ain't growing, it's hurting the economy. Your profit is made when you buy, not when you sell. That's the way that they look at it. Hold on. I'm going to see what I'm trying to cover over the next few minutes because I'm about to wrap this up. What we don't know is when we use credit, we start living tax-free. And investors and banks will give you their money to go put it in some real estate because they themselves will not keep money in no bank. They know cash is trash. Inflation drives cash to the ground. You can print money, but there's nobody getting these loans that actually causes the assets to go up, that actually causes the debt to go up. Now we have to create more money. We have to fund a war to keep us creating money, because money is no longer money. That's why it's only backed by war. It's not backed by anything else but war. That's it. Okay? If there is no war, the dollar bill dies. Just in case anybody wanted to know, why were we over in a safe place for 13, 16 years and y'all didn't pull us out? Because it's more profitable for you to be over in a combat zone, whether you just walking around drinking water. Because our money is backed up by this. It's not backed up by gold. It's not backed up by land. It's not backed up by real estate. It is backed up solely by war. Okay? It's frightening times happening, but it's also exciting times happening if you will position yourself. And I like to make this statement. The real reason that people are poor is because those are the people furthest from the truth. They just simply don't know. And they further from the truth, which keeps them poor. When you know better, you do better. And that don't just apply financially. It applies health-wise as well. When you are sick, it's because you are the furthest away from the truth. Your cash becomes trash when inflation happens, just so you know. The biggest lie I ever told was it takes money to make money. No, it don't. You can leverage other people's money. Okay? Borrow it from the bank. And then go invest it into real estate property, which gives you cash flow. Now you're using the government's printed money for your own assets. And then the income from these assets you convert into gold, which is God's money. Gold is. Gold is God's money. That's a blueprint. Hopefully y'all caught that with two hands. Hopefully you did. And I want to leave you with this. The more debt that we use, the less taxes we pay. It's called the debt game. If you come and borrow money from me, you don't pay taxes on it. Why? Because you didn't earn it. You borrowed it. Use that money to go create you some cash flow. Passive income every month. Cash flow. Okay? Use that to go convert it into gold. Something that will never lose its value. Why do I need gold? Because you might need somewhere to live one day. And it's called bartering. You might be hungry one day. And the only form or method of payment would be the chip. The mark of the beast. How would you buy and sell food? You need gold for lots of reasons. Okay? So I'm going to stop there. How many of you guys knew that credit is what drives the economy? Because then it will make sense why a lot of us, have bad credit. And then it will make sense why the government is in a budget deficit. There's not a lot of people utilizing their credit. They just print the hell out of money that has no value. Because people will not take the initiative to learn consumer law, get your credit together, and then go run up a big bag. Because you can. And they will give it to you. They will. When you go in to ask for money to invest in real estate, they don't do no credit check. It's all about the way you set up your business and make a relationship with them. Number one key factor. Set up a bank account, you go in with $500. That sends signals. Oh, this person trusts us with her money. You leave it in there for 60 to 90 days. Oh, she trusted us for the last 60 to 90 days. to keep her money safe. Now you can go in there and ask for 3 to 5 different products one time. Excuse me. It's getting that time, y'all. One time. And they say, yeah, we don't even have to do a credit check. Or if we do a soft pull. Because you have a relationship with us. We want to give you this money. You came in to the business relationship with money to put inside of a bank account that we own. So yes, you can get anything from us that you need. This is how you call playing the money, tax, and debt game. Is this helping somebody? You don't buy when the housing market is all the way up. A 100,000 house now becomes a 400,000 house. People are like, I'm going to buy because I'm going to have a lot of money in equity. When the housing market crashes, you won't have close to nothing. Close to nothing. It's a serious situation that we're dealing with presently at hand. If we would have knew this from the beginning, we could play different. And the only people that are perishing is the people that came in too late, or the people that still dragging their feet. Get out of debt. That's going to be the next system that they use. Will not be cash. It will be a system that they use to implement and enforce what's supposed to be free, people. To implement and enforce, this is the way our system works. And if you are not a part of our system, or you don't know how to maneuver around in our system, then further repercussions will take place and follow pursuit. You just won't make it. You just will be homeless and poor and in one of them closed buildings. It's real. Before I go, because my time is almost up, I have about 15 minutes left on the clock. Any questions for me? I have some offers and some opportunities that it would really behoove you to take advantage of if you have not already. I have something on the low ticket side and I have something on the middle ticket side, just depending how fast you want to go. And if you want to go with somebody or you got it on your own. I highly beg you. You hear the words coming out of my mouth. I don't beg anybody, but I'm begging you. Make sure your credit is intact. That's the next system they're going to be utilizing and using right along with this digital currency. They have already said that crypto will be the new currency. If all you're doing is out here working to make money, you in trouble. It's bigger than that. And if we're going to survive what's coming and the inflated prices and still be able to man, the places and homes that we've bought, you got to do this now. You got to do this now. That man takes office in 9 days, well, actually 8 days and some hours, because it's about to be another day. You ought to be getting in the stock market. Well, you just said it's going to crash. I didn't say get in it and stay in it. I said get in it because it's going to go all the way up when he take office. And as they start implementing tariffs and different things of that sort, it's going to go all the way down. If you need some rapid revenue, And I say we probably have about, this is just speculation, maybe the next 3 to 6 months. That's out of his mouth. He said, I hope when y'all hit us economically, you hit us in the first 12 months so we can blame it on that administration. Just don't hit me after 12 months because then it'll be my fault. On top of all of the mandates and mass mandates and making vaccines for the bubonic plague and stuff, something that ain't even prevalent, you making vaccines for it. You have to get in now. And you have to learn what moves to make. You cannot make reckless moves. You cannot trust your own, well, I know what I'm doing, because you don't. God gave us a warning before we entered the new year, how the new year was going to be. When he struck all 4 of them monumental buildings, the place of e-commerce, trade, the place of where y'all make decisions, legislate, pass laws, trouble. The highest monument in this country that was once looked upon as, success and accomplishment is now looked upon as pride and arrogance. America will not humble itself to God, the very God this nation was founded and built upon. Therefore, when God gets ready to judge a nation, he take them back to ground zero and judge them there. Don't think for a second that the World Trade Center being hit was coincidental. That's exactly where George Washington was inaugurated as the first president of the United States. You can go look that up. Not only that, Congress was built. The Capitol, that was built to legislate, to pass laws that benefited we the people. God's judgment is on this country. And if you are part of their system, then you will receive of their plagues. Period, point blank. Get your credit together now. It will help preserve you in the days ahead for what is coming. I have a 4-day intensive that will start next week. I will show you. Let me pull this up so y'all can see. When they come for another lockdown, you'll have the skill and you'll have the product to be in position where you're not waiting on the White House to give you a stimulus that you will have to pay back. Let's see, where are you at? Here we go. I'm teaching y'all in this 4-day intensive, and I'm just giving you guys a little bit of this website right here was created with AI. I'm gonna let y'all see over here too. It's supposed to be showing. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. All right. Here we go. This website was created by AI. And these are what I am creating behind the scenes for other people that have to, we all gonna be forced to get in this space. Brick and mortar buildings is a thing of the past. And whatever is left, they finna shutter them. That's why they said from January to March, 85 million jobs will be gone and replaced by AI. This is the reason why. Okay? Whole website created for me. Courses over here. Literally all I got to do is come and change up the name of the courses, what details I'm offering, and add my links. But I have a whole complete website that took me an hour. It creates my blogs for me, allows me to show up. These are my blogs here. It creates my logo for me. It created everything. Never seen anything like it. Okay? This is one of my websites. Fully loaded. You just go in there, edit, and take out what you want. Put your business information in there, Facebook and stuff, so people can keep up with you. Publish it. Mine is already live. It's already live. But I will be showing you how to create websites. I will also show you a sneak peek. Let me log back in here. I want y'all to see something real quick. All right. I'm just going to show you this. I already know what stocks to put my cash into. I'm going to give you guys a couple hints, okay? It already told me which ones to invest into and how to do it, okay? That's all I'm going to show y'all on that without showing y'all too much. AI, by information that I inputted, of course, took its research and its data to tell me, oh, y'all wasn't seeing it? Oh, my bad. Let me let y'all see this over here. For a little bit of nothing, okay? Just zoom that in real quick, okay? And zoom out. Now, let's stop the share over there because I wanted to show y'all. I already know what stocks to invest in soon as Donald Trump takes office. What are some things that you guys think will soar in the first day to a week that he is taking office? What are some of the stocks you think will go bonkers starting the day that he take office all the way up, to the first couple of weeks to it sizzle itself out? Y'all come on, talk back to me. I'm going to be teaching you guys stocks. I'm going to be teaching you crypto. You need to know these things. Why? This is where we're headed. You're going to learn about stocks. You're going to learn about the best stocks. You're going to learn how to let AI pick the stocks for you. You're going to learn about crypto, how to do it, which one to invest in. Definitely want to get into XRP. That's just a hint, okay? Can't tell you what to do. YouTube, I am not a financial, I am a financial advisor, but I'm not a financial advisor in this aspect to tell people what they ought to be doing with their resources. This is only for educational purposes, and these are suggestions that I'm making. I have to put that statement out there for them. But y'all ain't talking back to me. What stocks do you think is about to soar? Take a couple guesses. Because I know for sure the prisons stocks is the prison stocks through the roof. Why? Because he has already declared on day one, this is what I'm going to do. That's one. Any type of military equipment, Lockheed and Martin, all of it. Yep. All you had to do was listen to what Donald Trump said. Now you know exactly what investment. You need to be invested in AI. Get a stock in AI. Meta, they finna go up. They just teamed up with Trump. Tesla, up. He's teamed up with Trump. I'm going to stop there, but I'm going to be teaching y'all that. I'm also going to be teaching you guys how to create you a 7-figure community, how to fill it with people, and how you can sell digital products that you didn't have to create to them to help them in their journey. Okay? I'm going to be showing 3 of my clients who took the initiative to get their communities built and their digital products and stuff done for them. I'm going to be showcasing it. You can literally make money from home and use credit to leverage debt. The good debt, not the bad. These are some highly recommendable activities that I strongly suggest everybody takes. We only have a small window of time to get what we need. God is not going to wait on us forever. For what? For us to burn more time, for us to be more, deeper in debt, for us to continue to go to the massa and exchange our time, which people is running out of every day for money. No. I have a whole entire credit business in a box. I highly recommend y'all get this. I highly recommend it. The reason why I highly recommend it is because you can not only use it and apply it in your life, you can use it to have you a digital business. This is not where you doing nobody else's credit. This is where you simply selling the solution. Student loans, I got you. I got a template. According to the law. Repossessions, I got you. I got a template. Let me show y'all the latest. I'm going to go in live. Hopefully I don't expose this information. Let me see if I can go in live. Okay? Hold on one second. All right, his name was Houdin. I think that's how you spell it. Try to modify it so y'all can't see nobody's information, Martin. Okay. All right. I want y'all to look right here. Cannabis, Bitcoin. I mean, cannabis might be a thing, but Bitcoin for sure. Cannabis might be a thing. Might be onto something there. Okay. Without exposing too much of my email, I just want you guys to look right here where it says disputes. Okay. I'm going to click on that. One more round. Check it out. And the reason why I'm letting y'all see this in live time, January the 8th, 3 days ago. One more round of disputes and my credit report will be completely clear of inquiries and bogus accounts on my credit report. I used the data breach to get these off yesterday. It took a couple of hours, but he got it done. And then he shows me his Experian report. Oops, don't want to show that. That he did on January the 7th. He emailed on January the 8th. And as you can see, deleted, 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 deleted. It works. And clearly you can see here, this item was removed from your credit report. It is against the law to have this negative stuff being reported on our credit report. This is why we cannot participate in the loans. And this is why we cannot participate in utilizing the credit and leveraging the credit to get the money, to keep the economy trending in an upward position. This is why, because they came up with a system to keep us in bad debt so we could never borrow anything. The credit sweep works. That's what he did. A data breach. We got a TransUnion hack. All you got to do is know this code in this speech. And boom, they will go running to remove it. Running. Because they know that person know the law. And we done got away with it this long, but now we know that they know the law and they can come back and sue us. They are removing this stuff in 1 day. I said 7 days. Because if they remove it in 4, you still had 3 days. If I said 1 day and it took them 7 days, you'd be like, that don't work. He going back for another round because they didn't take everything off in that day. But he said, in 1 day, I will have all negative items and late payments removed from my report. What would you pay to get out of debt? To be able to go and get you what you've been needing in your life, what your big mamas been needing in their life, what your bloodline been needing in their life, all these generations. I'm not telling you something that is not true. America runs off of debt. Period. They give you credit so you can go in debt. But we've been going in the wrong debt. We need to use that to make us money. It's called OPM, other people's money. We need to leverage your money to bring us some cash flow, to convert that to gold. To take the systems of this world's money and convert them into God's money. Because that's what he gave from the beginning: gold, land, silver, cattle, oxen, maid servants, men servants. That's what he gave as a clear indicator. This person is blessed and this person is wealthy. It said Abraham was not only wealthy, it said he was very wealthy because he learned God's way of wealth. And he knew that this is not for me solely. I do get the benefit. My family do get the benefit. But this is about who I am assigned to help. It may be somebody in your family drowning in debt. You can help them. Now you're in a position to help them. Now you're in a position to help yourself first. Your mask on first, then theirs. But now you're in a position. Now you're in a position to help people in your community. Let's come to my house. Let me show y'all how to do this step by step. Let us all get out of debt and go leverage. We can all walk into Bank of America on Monday, Chase on Tuesday, Wells Fargo on Wednesday, and have $450,000 apiece amongst us. It's power in numbers. So I have the 4-day intensive. I'm going to be showing you how to create you a 7-figure community. Reason why I'm telling you about credit is because it's real and people are making lots of money in this space. This is something that people are going to need now and later. You might as well get you a piece of the pie. All right. So I'm also going to be showing you how to do a community. You get the credit business in the box. You can focus on any niche in there. You can focus on, hey, I'm just going to create a community on building business credit. Hey, I'm going to create a community on building business credit and personal credit. Right? These people are making money over here. This is the digital university in Chinese Among. Ranking number 5 in e-commerce. Charges $150 a month. I'm about to come out. I love you too, babe. $150 a month is what he charged, times 366 members. He's doing $54,900 every single month in a community. I'm going to be showing you how to do exactly this. Okay? As you can clearly see here, I have so many communities, it ain't even funny. You got to just keep on clicking to see more, because it ain't even funny. But they got real men style. I mean, community for everything and anything. Want to learn how to break anxiety? Want to get with people when you have insomnia? It don't matter. Need some inner healing? Don't matter. But we're going to come over here to credit because this is where the big bag is at. This one right here, $47 a month. Times 5,100 members. He's doing $239,000 a month. And all he doing is he took that business in the box and instead of selling it for $497 to each individual, he allowed the whole group to get in and get access to that business in the box for $47 a month. Which one is more beneficial? $239,000 coming in every single month or a $497 sale times 12 or 10 people? This one right here. $49 a month times 3,200 members. $156,000 a month. Okay? Even though this community over here, let me show y'all, my bad. It's the first one we did, $47 a month and 5,100 members, 263,000. This one, $49 a month, 3,200 members, 156,000. This one to the right, Royal Business Academy, it's free to enter into the community. 6,300 people in there. I guarantee you they selling something. Guarantee you they selling something. They don't mind you joining the group, but I got something for sale inside of it. I'm going to be showing y'all how to create your own groups. 6 to 7 figures. You add up the 263,000 times 12, because they're getting that every month. $3,156,000 at the end of the year off of a community. Okay? I'm also going to be showing you how to make faceless YouTube channels and content. Okay? I'm going to give y'all a sneak peek. I done already showed y'all on Social Blade how much these people are making every single month. 4,000 to 26,000. Remember we said the economy thrives off of credit, creation, and consumption. You won't either be one of the two things on social media. You're going to be a content creator or you're going to be a content consumer. One person is making money, the other person is consuming theirs. Okay? I'll give y'all a sneak peek. All right. And when I tell y'all we're going to be making video content for our faceless YouTube channel using AI, this is just a prompt. I say, give me a black voluptuous woman. She's a pioneer. She's a chain breaker. She's helping her community. And it gave me different versions. Let's see if I can turn the volume up. Because there is volume. But they gave me this one first. I said, okay, cool. And they gave me this one second. I don't like that her shirt all buckled open. I said, okay, cool. So then they gave me this one. Baby, when Dr. T stepped on the scene, she shattered glass ceilings. Okay, so I'm going to show y'all just using a little sneak peek, an example, how I can take that and turn that into a 5-minute storytelling, whatever I want to, and get paid. I'm having the intensive, I want to say it's next week. It's in 10 days. I'm going to shut down access into there because there's a few steps everybody need to take. You need to go set up your stock account. You need to make sure that you registered, with ChatGPT, different things of that sort. I'm not going to be crunched from time. This is something that I got to do. I got books to write for people, different things. So I'm not going to be available to be doing all of this coming out and, hey, y'all, look what's going on. This is the only workshop of its kind that I'm going to do. You get in while you can. And that will be live. If you get in late, then you're going to miss it. The people that are poor are the people that got in too late. If you can even get in. The cost of these stocks is going to skyrocket. Why? Because the stock market is about to go up. People are pouring money into his inaugural fund, pouring it by the billions. They all put it in placing their bet, their money in his administration. You don't want to wait till it's too late in the market crash. You're going to be too late. You need to get in. There's a window of opportunity for you to put something in as little as $10, $50, and get you a good harvest, okay? I'm only going to allow a few more of y'all to take advantage and join us in 10 days when this go down. The next day after he is inaugurated. And the reason why I did it that way is because you can go ahead and put $10 in it by the time we leave. And already have you something, but we ain't putting stuff in to get stuff out right away. We just gonna put it in, sit for a second, and then go ahead and get what we need. I beg y'all, please don't miss this, because it ain't something that I do. It's not something that I have done. I'm in it myself. I haven't brought it to y'all, but now is the time. Because of where we at and what's happening. Now is the time. It's $197. Actually, it's $297. I brought it down to $197 for a few of you guys that want to take advantage of that opportunity to join me and a host of other people that are saying we finna go get the wealth of the wicked real quick so we can make moves. All you literally got to do is what the feds do. The money game is that simple. All you leverage other people's money. When you put money into the stock market, they pay you more out. That's somebody else's money. When you go get your credit fixed and you go to the bank and take out a loan, that's somebody else's money. When you learn how to let AI create content for somebody else, that's somebody else's money. You use somebody else's money to make you cash flow. Are you tracking? Let me know. Okay? I have that 4-day intensive. People don't go to work anymore and don't make under $200 a day. You're getting paid $20 an hour. Certain states, I do know, still like $9 and $10 an hour. If you make more in 2 days than you're going to pay me, then I'm going to make for 4 days. Take that cash that you got right now that is trash and invest it into something that's going to preserve you. There ain't no ifs, ands, or but about it. If you would like to be a part of the 4-day intensive getting ready to go down, and you want to learn how to make you some money so you pandemic-proof yourself, for you inflation-proof yourself, for you economic disaster-proof yourself, put a 1 in the chat if you will be joining us. Say, well, I don't know if I can make it live. Get access to the replays. You get lifetime access to the replays and a support group so you can do it with other like-minded individuals. Okay? Put a 1 in the chat if you want that. Number 2, If you are trying to get in and get out, when I tell you that you can go and have you some funding in under 30 days, in 2 weeks, 7 days, that brother did his in 1 day. Whatever else he got on there that he needed to be removed could be done in 1 day. Guess what? He's ready to go to the bank. He's ready to go to the bank. Banks don't care about your credit score. They care about your credit history. Do you pay back on time? Do you have any negative accounts? Did you ever borrow from somebody that you didn't pay back? How many names do they got on their credit report? Is it just one? How many addresses? Is it just one? Cool. Because if they default on our loan, we need to know exactly where to go and who we're looking for. We don't need to have 15 different addresses. Okay? The credit sweep work. Don't take my word for it. Take other people's words for it. And I have receipts for days, but not a whole lot of time. Okay? All of these things you can buy individually except the 4-day intensive. But if I gave you access to getting your credit repaired, to learning the funding game, learning how to build business credit, learning how to invest in real estate, start your own tax professional business, start your own daycare, start your own call center. I mean, it was over 100. Start your own spa. Start your own, I think it's called spa and salon suite, excuse me. Start your own Airbnb. How to get government contracts. All you need to be certified as a minority or whatever the case may be. How to do your capability statement. All of this is inside of our Financial Freedom Family Group. I asked this the other night on the live, and I ain't gonna beg nobody. Y'all already know I'm not. I created this for my family that constantly reach out to me asking for help. Hi, Sister Designs by Shorty. These are the reason why I create a la carte type situations. Because my mastermind, I'm not even going to say y'all can't afford it, because you can afford what you want to. But my mastermind is non-negotiable. I'm sleepy, y'all. That's why my words is slurring. My mastermind prices is non-negotiable. Last year was $25,000 for a 12-month mentorship. This year, the prices have changed for a 12-month mentorship. Well, I showed him how to get to 7 figures and beyond. How can you show somebody? Because I did multiple 7 figures in the last 2 years. Okay? So I say this, if you did not get in on the 4-day intensive, then hey, no harm, no foul. But here's your opportunity to get in on that, to learn how to cash out quickly. We don't have time. We do not. Or you can get into a group. I offered this the last time, I'm going to offer it here. I have a whole community like you see over there. It is set up for a monthly fee. But if 10 of y'all on tonight want to get into that group and access all of that and some, when I say it's fully loaded, a lot of y'all seen the other night when I shared with you all of the things that are in there. I've created this space for y'all, still loading stuff up in there, but there's stuff to, first things first, get your credit together. And guess what? Instead of paying me $197 for the hack alone, you get access to all of this. I'm finna let y'all go. I know it's late. Yikes. Let me come over here. Excuse me. Let me show y'all what y'all get access to over here. So you're going to get the funding playbook, how to go run up a big bag. This is what you need. Here's where you go. Business plan workshop. If you go look up on Fiverr, 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 and see what these people are making just on creating business plan templates, because this is what every business owner needs to get funded. Everything is done for you over here. The business plan template, all you do literally is plug and play. You can change it interchangeably for each client, but you can make a decent amount of money in a little amount of time. Okay. You get access to the lender researchers. These people will give you $30,000 to $50,000 on just a startup, any kind of startup, but they'll give you millions on real estate startup. You don't even have to be a business with an LLC or EIN. You're going to need that business plan up here. You're going to need the lenders that we reveal in here that can have you paid in 30 days or less, with some that can have money wired into your account in as little as 4 days. You're going to learn how to pay that off for a year, never using any of your money, using their own money against them. It's all about hacks. This is the credit repair part. This is where the hacks are at. Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, how to properly pay for deletion, how to settle it out, everything you need to know to get out of debt rapidly, how to build business credit, that's in there as well. Credit hacks for the banks. Pick up the phone, tell them this, call it this time, do it online only, don't call, etc. It gives you all the hacks. Here's no personal credit check banks. It's for those who's in urgent need of some right now revenue. They don't do credit checks. Credit card stacking method, like I said, you can go to 3 banks. You can go to Bank of America and get 3 products totaling $150,000. How to credit stack. Okay, these are the free products you get done for you, digital products. All of that, you get all of that inside of there. You also get, of course, the coaching. The weekly coaching, you get access to that, the support group. Okay. You learn how to create your online store, set it up in 15 minutes or less. How to format your business. You can do this for others and pay what get paid what you want to get paid. You want to know about business branding. This is very important. Take them digital products and start branding yourself, whether you're faceless, whether you're not faceless. How to set it up on automation so your business run while you sleep. I mean, this thing is loaded. Look at this. fully loaded, videos and PDFs. You get access to that. You get access to business credit, government contracts, business courses. Okay? If you want to start up a nurse staffing agency, drop shipping, daycare, Airbnb, laundromat, we got you, boo. Business products done for you, ready to sell right on demand. Digital marketing strategies. I mean, it's just so full. So full. If 10 people want to be a part of this community, I paid the $100 for the group. Is this included, Queen? When did you pay? I just offered this a couple of days ago. So you gotta let me know which one was it for? Which group was it for? I think I just offered this like 2 days ago for the first time. And I came by here to give the people some love. It don't get no better than that. Like 3 weeks ago in the Facebook group. No, this ain't this, sister. This was just and still is being put together with all of those things that I'm showing y'all, plus some other stuff. This is just being put together. I came up with this idea instead of you buying this product, that product, that product, that product. Everything is here. Get it, run it, do it fast. How is my website and community is going? It's still being built, Mr. Roll Tide. Same thing I told you 2 days ago, brother. Okay? Same thing I just said, I think 15, 20 minutes ago. I got 3 of y'all that I'm working on, and I'm about to start displaying what we've already done. Get ready to hand it over to you, okay? I know y'all know Dr. T got a lot on her plate, but I'm getting y'all done as promised. There ain't never been in Roll Tide, you've been with me for a year, okay? There ain't never been nothing that you have purchased that you didn't get or get built out for you. So it is going. It is moving, and y'all about to see the beauty of it soon, okay? You will have it in your hands like a baby. You will be ready to sell. There is a method to building it. You got to make sure, especially on any platform, got to make sure the visuals is good. Got to make sure the copyright is in there. The description of it is in there. Digital products is in there. Who you want in your community. Now you got to go target them and find them. It's a process, but it's on its way, okay? Thinking I was going to get the plug and play stuff. Did I pay for the wrong thing? I don't know what you paid for. Give me your email. I'll tell you exactly what you paid for. It wasn't this. But anything that I run by y'all is always 100% going to be something very beneficial. No BS. But I know it wasn't this. For sure. This just because of where we at and because of where we're going and because we only have a short amount of time. Instead of me selling all of this stuff to y'all individually, 97 here, 197 here, blah, blah, blah there, I will allow 10 people in for $97. No, you tell me right here. Okay? I need a website and community built out for me. Do you still have that opportunity available? I do. But it ain't at the discounted price. Just for the simple fact, I be playing myself. Okay, y'all don't even understand. I have to sit down. I have children. I have everything else. When I come by here to show y'all love, I'm really coming by here to show y'all love, and I can only do it for a couple of people at a time. Honestly. Dr. T, I got the $97 credit sweep. I haven't received it yet. I checked my spam. I know for sure, Sister Cassandra, I sent that to you, okay? I will double check. I know it ain't really. I know it's not anybody. Matter of fact, I'm gonna check right here, right now. I think I got maybe 3 or 4 more emails to send out. And because I don't work on the Sabbath, that's always a day that's minus the equation. Okay. Normally I try to do my emails in the time frame that I put. Let me show everybody so you see, especially when I run these discounts. And I want you to understand the reason why I say give me 2 to 5 days is because people pay on Venmo, people pay on Zelle, people pay on Cash App and PayPal. I got to go to each one to make sure that I send you the correct information. But let me check. I know for sure, Sister Cassandra. Yep, I'll send it to you. I'm finna show you without exposing your stuff, okay? Let me make sure it's not blurry. But you can see up here, come on. Matter of fact, I'll just share the screen, okay? I ain't trying to share my information, but I'm going to share the screen with you so you can see. And the other sister, if you give me your email, I'm going to check on yours too, or give me your name in your email and I can check it that way. Um, 12/27, you sent that. And then on the 29th, let me come over here and find you. Why is this thing doing this? Hold on one second. I do not want to expose anybody's information. And I'm not doing that. I'm just trying to show, why is this thing jerking like this? Hold on. Let's go up. Let's go up. I sent it on the 29th. Here you go. Okay. Right here. Credit sweep hack. I sent it to you on the 29th, sis. Make sure you check, okay? I'm getting the credit sweep hack option C as soon as possible to get the funds. Yeah, you can buy it now or just at a later time. It's going to be its regular price, okay? Just so y'all know. This is Kiana, by the way. Okay, I got you, sister. Yep, I got you. Cool. I'm trying to see who was the other one. M. Maravi. Let me see if I can check on that one. She never responded. So that's what I have for you guys. Maravi. Hold on, let me check on her. Let me see how you see that name. I paid for it back in December, but I forgot to send my email in the for section on Cash App. What you paid for, love? Y'all know y'all need to email me because now this is open. This is in my video. I'm gonna have to cut this part out. Let me see what that is. Mara V. If you could email me, if you still on here, then I will gladly check. I will check openly without me having to, expose your information. I'm not going to expose it all like that anyway. I wouldn't put you in there, but I can't find you this way. Marley. No, says no results. Okay. So if you email me and then Designs by Shorty, you let me know what you paid for in December. I know there's something that I need to send to you. It's a business in a box. I do believe I need to send to you or something like that. What did I last leave off with? We're getting inside of the family, financial freedom family group. Okay. Regular price just for the credit suite is $197. But if you get in the group and I get 10 of y'all to get in the group, I will let you in for $97 one time, not a month. If you get in at a later time, you're going to pay $197 with a $97 a month fee. But if 10 people want to get in that group, take initiative on that information, that will change your life. I'm not just saying that. You want to know how I made this type of money? I show y'all because I do what I teach. And I teach what I do. That's the best way I can sum it up. I do what I teach and I teach what I do. If y'all want to know how to get to the bag here, hey, this is how you do it. If you want to know how to make $100,000, hey, this is how you do it. That is even in there. How to make 100,000. How to do 100,000 in 30 days is all about hacks. Small little things that you can do. But I tell y'all all the time, this ain't to flex on y'all at all. Because it's not. This is just to show you the possibilities. Everything in that group is going to help you do those type of numbers. And if I refreshed it, yeah, it's the 12th, January the 12th. 2024 to today, still sitting at $557,000. I haven't even looked at the Cash App stuff yet. They supposed to be sending me a 1099. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Okay? I am showing you. You email me? Okay, cool. Let me check. That way I get you taken care of. See which one you signed up for. For the one time, for the plug and play business information. Let me go see what you did. Will Abundance. Okay, so I got you. You got into the Hustleher. So Hustleher is just solely digital products. Okay, Hustleher is solely digital products. You also do credit and have a credit ebook that is the ultimate beginner's guide. Yep. So those are just done for you digital products. I throw in done for you digital products such as the credit ebook guide, such as the ultimate beginner's guide, such as templates, magazines, such as it's so much like stuff you can sell instantly. Hey, if you want to get a journal, if you want to do a planner, if you want to do a calendar, I give those to you so you don't got to make them. In the Hustleher, it's all digital products that you can take and sell right away. The family funded, the financial financial funded family is all based on finances, credit, funding. It's all based on that, solely on that. There is digital products in there that you can sell, but there's digital products that you can sell in there, like how to make 1,000 in a day, the 1K in a day play. There's also digital products in there, like how you can do 100K in 30 days. So those digital products, everything that pertains to funding, to crypto, all of that stuff is inside of that community. Okay. $97. I'm going to take that off the table in just a moment. You can still get in, but you're going to pay a regular price with a monthly fee. Okay. Any more questions for me? I also have, I think I said I have the credit sweep. If you want to buy the credit sweep by itself, I will give you 3 credit sweeps for the price of one on tonight only. And you got to be ready tonight. I'm going to give you Equifax. I'm going to give you Experian. And I'm going to give you TransUnion. Go sweep your credit absolutely clean. You can do the Equifax data breach. You can do the Experian app hack. And you can do the TransUnion deal. I will give you all 3 sweeps for $197. I charge $197 for one sweep. They charge $1,100 for one sweep. I will give you all 3 sweeps for $197. Okay, tonight only on this live. That offer goes out of the window, and you pay regular price from there. Whenever I come by here and do these discounts and these offers or these deals or these hookups, they are available right away. And you got to be ready to take action right away. Okay? As one of the sisters said, do you need 10 people for the community at 97? 10 people for the community at 97. If not, it is no longer 147. It is 197 with a $97 monthly fee. And last but never least, okay? Since Design by Shorty asked, would I take another person to build their business out for them? So I will build your website. I will load it with your digital products. Okay. I will build you out your community where you can sell these digital products. It will come with an email list because people have to actually exchange their email to get. I pay for the done for you was for the website build out for you, and community deal for $250. It was a deal at the time I was trying to get in on it. I sent it in December. What's your email? I know I got Brenda. I know I got Roosevelt Ross. I know I got Tajir. Let me make sure you get what you need. Let me make sure you get what you need. How you trying to tell me your name so I can check? Did you put your email so I can send you your information? If you didn't put your email so I can send you your information, then that might be why you didn't get the information. But if you sent it, you should have your information because I sent those emails out. Not unless you did it like about a week or so ago. Not even a week ago. But just let me know, okay? I'm going to say this and then I'm going to leave. Sister Brenda, if you want to get into the community, I will let you in to the community for 97 because you've been asking the last few times. Quiet as kept. I don't know how else to help y'all. My assignment is to help me. I'm not wasting time trying to help other people. My job is to be a watchman and sound the alarm, tell you which way we ought to go. And you make your final deciding, factor or your final decision which way you gonna go. At this point, it's prepare or perish. We being set up, you have the ability and you have opportunities to make sure that you ain't a part of that situation. I'm not going to be a part of the NAN beast system situation. I'm going to obey God. I'm going to trust God. I'm going to do exactly what he said to do. He said, get the wealth of the wicked. I'm going to be there getting the wealth of the wicked. Okay? May I transition over to the funding group for the Hustleher group? The business funding is what I'm looking for. That may be a possibility. It may be a possibility. I normally don't like to cross over and do those things, especially when I give people access to certain things already. So that may be a possibility. You can email me and I'll let you know in the email for sure. But normally I don't do that, especially after I've granted access to one thing. And somebody say, oh, okay, well, I want something else. I normally don't do that, okay? I may just end up putting it ain't going to be what's all inside of that group, but may just put some funding opportunities or something like that. That's the reason why I came up with the group, is so that people don't have to buy this and buy that, buy this, buy that. But people don't want it over here. I clearly see. But I will show y'all some receipts about people who do want it. And that's quite all right. I tell y'all all the time that I come by here. I do business with y'all or without y'all. I come by here because y'all my family. And you always supposed to make sure your family's straight first. I don't mind being a businesswoman. I've been that. And selling things. A lot of things that I come by here and show y'all, I'm already doing it. I'm already receiving payments from TikTok and all these other for creating content. I'm already doing it. Okay? That's for sure. When I come by here, it's to give my family that I know ain't privy to the opportunities that other people are taking to set themselves up nice and decently. And then offer y'all a dumb discount. And you know what's so crazy? Goldman Sachs ain't offering you jack. Walmart ain't offering you no discounts at all. The rollback prices be the original prices with a penny dropped off them bad boys, okay? Ain't nobody giving y'all no deals and no discounts and no hookups. That's why you should appreciate those who work for the Lord and who have a heart of compassion to be molded by him and not out here in no spirit of greed trying to take advantage of his people, but trying to share the wealth that he has given to me. May I ask what this is? What is, beloved? It's just a live where I have informed my cousins of what's going on and how to get yourself together. Since we got days left and not months to really make our next move our best move. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and get off here. I love y'all. Every time I show up, it's in love. Every single time. Unfortunately, there will be, and this ain't speaking anything but truth. Unfortunately, there will be many people that will perish because they lack knowledge. The poor people are poor because they are the furthest from the truth. Okay? I email you about my payment for the Faceless YouTube and Wealth Bundle. Charles, Faceless YouTube and Wealth Bundle. You email me. I think you're one of the ones that I need to send something to because you did it like a couple of days ago. I know that for a fact. I'm going to tell you what day you did it. And then I'm going to let y'all see this right here, okay? If it ain't past this time, we still in good timing. Let me go share this with y'all right here. This is the reason why I put it up here. It's because, again, I have to go and pull Cash Apps and Zelles and Venmos to make sure you get your right information. And I had an assistant, but her father passed away and she had a baby early. So she taking care of her family. And your girl, Dr. Worlds, is making sure y'all get served real properly, okay? I don't only work on my business, I work in my business to make sure y'all got exactly what you need. Boom, boom, boom. All right. You see this right here? First come, first serve sales. Please read all information below. After payment has been completed, please allow 2 to 5 days to receive your info, your email with access info. We do process emails in order they received. Also check your spam folder before reaching out. If you haven't received your info after the time allocated, please contact us via email or by phone during normal business hours. Okay? That's in all of my videos. All of them. And Charles, you know you didn't bought stuff from me too, brother. You always gonna receive, always gonna receive what you paid for. That being said, I love y'all. I'm out. I love y'all over here on Instagram. Let me know who been hanging in. Y'all been hanging in for a cool minute. Let me know who hanging in if you ain't no hater. What's going on, Brother Cliff? Hello, just got off of work. I will speak to you after I watch this live. Good night. All right, brother. I love y'all, and I pray nothing but the best for my people, for God's people first. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. And I'll leave it with this. Warning comes before destruction. I told y'all a long time ago, Dr. T ain't going in not one person's camp. And if you think that's a little bit far-fetched, then go look up NY 2.13 about the camps that they have and can take you to those camps. They passed the law last year. If they feel like you, if they feel like you that, not if you that, you and your children can be separated from each other indefinitely until they feel like you are fit to go back into society. Ain't nobody doing that. I'm finna build these kingdoms and these cities of refuge for God and God's people, especially the one that hearkened to him when he said, do what he do. Okay? Do what he said do. With that being said, peace out. My time is over. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all next time.